What is up guys, Hawkeye Rules is here and welcome to my video. It's been a long time since I made a video on my channel. Many things had happened in my life which I want to share with you guys. I was gone for a long time because my father passed away a few months ago and I wasn't mentally stable to do anything at all during that time. But now that I'm over it and back to living a normal life as usual, I wanted to start what I love the most, that is editing and content creation. I hope you guys will support me to make a comeback. So Wano arc has already started few chapters ago and its pacing is going very fast right now. Luffy, like always, have been impatient without realizing his capabilities. He went straight head on to attack Kaido and punched him with an elephant gun, and that too when he was in his dragon form. But what I really believe is this particular scene is very important for Luffy and for plot twist as well. So I have a hypothesis that I want to share with you guys. It is very important for Luffy to realize that his Gear 4 has no meaning at all while fighting a Yonko, and he has to come up with something new in order to defeat a Yonko. This scene is also important from reader's perspective, as Oda wanted to show us viewers how strong Kaido really is against Gear 4. So coming back to it, I obviously believe after the scene, Luffy will be imprisoned alongside with Eustace Captain Kid. So there might be a prison break kind of situation. Law, Nami and the others will try to save Luffy, and that will lead to a new alliance of Law, Captain Kid and Luffy. There might also be a flashback of what really happened after Kaido jumped from the Sky Island. Kid has to have a very important role in this arc, and there might be a possibility that Kid knows some kind of weakness to Kaido. To be honest, the only weakness that I can see in Kaido right now is him being drunk and getting sober. Even when he was in his dragon form, Luffy was managed to make him fall just because he was drunk. But as soon as he got less sober than before, he defeated Luffy in a single shot, and that too in his human form. Isn't he supposed to get stronger in his dragon form compared to human form? Either way, the point is Kaido might fall or take a hit, but there wasn't even a scratch on him. You cannot injure Kaido, but the fact that Kaido have a scar means that he had been injured in the past. Doesn't that mean he has some kind of weakness which no one really knows about? That scar has a story behind it, and I believe Kid during his time has learned how Kaido really got injured. It is similar to how Capone learned about an incident of Big Mom's bleeding. So talking about how Kaido can be defeated. When I look at Kaido, Kaido is very similar to Smug, the dragon from the Hobbit movie. Smug was one of the strongest characters in the Lord of the Rings series. He was unbeatable. He was so strong that Gandalf feared Sauron will try to bribe him to be on his side. And Gandalf knew if Smug takes sides with Sauron, it will become impossible to defeat Sauron. Just like Kaido, Smug cannot be injured at all. His skin is impenetrable just like Kaido. Despite of all that, Smug still has a scar on his neck and was once injured in the past. There was only one weapon in the world that could be used to kill a dragon like Smug, and that was Black Arrow. It might also be the case with Kaido, and it might be true for Kaido too, since Kaido is a dragon. So maybe Kaido might have got this scar from some special kind of weapon that was created to kill a dragon. It does not necessarily have to be an arrow, but instead what I believe is it was a sword, and that sword might be Nidai Kitetsu. I believe there is a reason why Luffy was given that sword from the very beginning of this arc. In chapter 913, Zoro wanted to look at that sword since Luffy is not a swordsman, but Luffy refused to give it to him. In chapter 912, we were introduced to Hitetsu, a swordsmith. He told Luffy that he's been waiting for someone for a very long time, and for certain reasons he cannot enter the town. And I believe for the same reasons he's wearing a mask. So whom do you think a swordsmith could be waiting for? I believe being a swordsmith, he could be waiting for the true wielder of that sword. Nidai Kitetsu is also known as Cursed Sword. That means that only a person with a strong will can wield that sword. Nidai Kitetsu to Kaido could be what Black Arrow to Smug was. I don't believe there's going to be a one-shot assassination plan. If it hadn't worked on Big Mom, it will not going to work on Kaido. And to be honest, Luffy using katana was already foreshadowed in Thriller Bark. When Luffy became Nightmare Luffy, he was shown with a katana on his back. I believe it was a foreshadowing of Luffy using a katana in the future with a similar form to a Nightmare Luffy again. Now talking about Prison Break again. I believe Prison Break will happen when Kaido will be busy somewhere. We all know that Big Mom wants to take Luffy's head as much as Kaido do. She has already informed Kaido that she will be coming to Wano, as Kaido owes a debt to her for lifelong. He should just let her take the Straw Hat's head without any conflict. But we all know that if they both face each other, there will be a conflict. While Kaido will be busy dealing with Big Mom, in the meantime Law and the others will try to make an escape for Luffy. In Japan, they usually have 3 acts in their play. As Act 1 of Wano is over, I believe we have 2 more to go. That's it for this video guys. Thanks guys for helping me by watching this video to make a comeback. Like my video if you like my video, comment your possible thoughts below and don't forget to subscribe, I would really appreciate it. Peace out.